start the game. This is Steinich on another Twitch broadcast. We are broadcasting live on Twitch. One more minute. Doing the countdown. Those of you who were here last night remember that we were just out to win. Today we're just going to have fun. Going to try to learn some things and have a little fun. I think you're going to enjoy this, and hopefully it'll be instructional. I'm one of the few Twitch broadcasters who has a lot of lurkers. I've got more than 1,600 now. They don't have any indication of their presence here, but it's always a pleasure to play to such a large crowd. I'm glad you guys like it, and you're more than welcome to watch. Here we go, 11 seconds. I'm going to go over to gameplay and count down 4, 3, 2, 1, and create a game. Let's go. Let's see what we get. We're going to play Lichess, 5 minutes. Oh, we got white. I think we're going to do a King's Gambit. Let's see. We really don't care what he does. We're just going to do the King's Gambit. We want to play kind of fast here in the beginning. I don't want to engage those pawns coming forward over there. Already castle. Why not? We have to protect against that. Better develop a piece. See, he was going to take that pawn there. Now I better go ahead and protect that. Should we, I think, develop a little bit more before we force that knight out of there? Can we do it now? You know, the queen is probably going to come over to this side, so we'll already get ready. Okay, now let's force the knight out before he castles. This just seems like a good idea to do everything before he gets all settled in over there. Do we have anything already? Let's try this. Should we actually gambit a pawn here? Let's do it. He's going to win a pawn. But that's why they call this the King's Gambit, right? Why don't we force that? Can we do that? We'll lose that knight, but he'll lose that nice bishop over there too. I think he's going to take this pawn, and that'll be okay for us. We really do like to do the gambit, right? I mean, that's what this is all about, is a gambit. So let's do the gambit. We've got 3 pieces protecting the square. The knight, I mean 2 pieces. We got this knight and that bishop. And now we're going to have the queen. That knight's out there on a kind of a limb. Okay, we're going to attack that pawn for the 3rd time and just see how he reacts. He might have to weaken his pawn structure over there. Every time they do something to that pawn structure, it opens up possibilities. Now we're not going to... It's better if he takes that bishop. It's better that our queen comes over. Would be really nice if he takes that bishop right now, I think. But I don't know if he will. What can we do? If we take this knight, he just comes with that knight, and that's a perfect position to have a knight sitting right here. It's a very good defensive position against attack. So we would prefer... We'd have to double the rooks before we take that knight. We'll have to bring this rook... We can't do that though either. He'll take that. We'll have to bring this rook up. No, he just thwarted us from doing that too. We could sacrifice Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. This is a tough one. I think we're going to have to do this. I can't see any way where else to get any closer at this point. And then we'll bring this. We don't want to bring it here because we don't want to trade off that queen. We'll have to bring it over here to protect that bishop. And then we can do the rook lift. I mean, we're getting kind of ahead of ourselves here because who knows what's going to happen. But let's just go for it and see what happens. We actually could have won a pawn there by putting him in check. But this will also give him a lot of things to think about. We've got a pretty good attack going here right now. We could take this, put him in check, and if he takes with the rook, we come here, getting a pawn and a rook for a knight. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay on time now. This person is... Okay, now that's interesting. Now he took that... Took that right out of there. Interesting. Let's put him in check. No. What can we do? Take him? Yeah, why not? We'll see what happens. It's kind of hard to know what's going here. I mean, we still have a pretty good position. This pawn's protected by this knight. We still have an attack on this going. If he brings that knight to there, we can bring this pawn up. No, we can't do that. He'll take with the queen. We'll have to develop this rook over here first. Okay, yeah, we said we had to do that first. Let's do it. We'll see what happens here. This is an interesting game. I brought that out there. Check. We're doing okay on time right now. That got rid of that problem. He was attacking that bishop 2 times. And now the bishop is out of there. And the bishop can take this pawn too, if he attacks it now with the rook. But we got to do something a little bit smarter than just that. The bishop can also come here because this pawn is pinned. We could sacrifice that against the knight. I got a feeling at this point we should make that knight move out of there. Let's do it. He's trying to get an attack on this pawn here, but the queen is doing a stellar job defending that. If the knight comes up here, it's not really attacking us in any way. We've got 55 seconds now. He's got 45 seconds. I think we'll just kind of play for time now. He's got 36. We could lose this game on time is the only way I think we could lose. I think we'll take this pawn with the bishop and then bring the bishop to here, threatening the mate. And he's not going to be able to attack this pawn another time. He's wondering what he's going to do with that knight. Okay, let's just go ahead and attack that knight again like we were talking about. What should we do? Probably just take him. And then we will threaten the mate down there with 5 seconds to go. And because he was in time trouble, we won the game. Well, we were just going to have fun, but actually we did win, so that's good. Let's take a look here. Analysis board. Lichess is great because you get these free analysis. Let's request a computer analysis. Don't have to pay anything at all to Lichess for that. Now, if you're new to Lichess, the white up here means when white's doing really good. Let me see. Go this down a little bit so you can see better. There. Okay, so here you can see the black had like a little advantage here in the middle of the game, and then white did very good at the end. So let's go all the way back to the beginning and see how this goes. Okay, we'll do the post-mortem. I'll get the whole board here so you can see. Okay, now we just click here and go through it. And we'll click up here that it'll show us the best move, what it thinks is the best move. Okay, we do what I call the King's Gambit. I'm sure it has another name when they don't move the pawn up there, but it's basically just a King's Gambit. See, now they're saying to kick the knight out already. But I was just thinking it's better to develop a little bit more. Now they're saying they wanted me to do it before and not now. They want me to take that knight. I kind of like to keep all the pieces on the board, and I attack that bishop. Oh, and they're saying that was not such a good idea. Huh, mine was not so good either, and his was not so good. We're all making quite a few mistakes here. Oh, that's interesting. I chose one of the moves that Lichess said that I should do. Okay, so I came up there, and then he brought, I don't know why I'm getting double clicks here. Okay, so then I bring my queen over. A lot of question marks here. Like more question marks than anything. There, I did the check. That was a fork against his king and his queen. He could only take it, and then I took him with my bishop. And the queen goes over. I kicked the knight out. You can see we're already up 7 points. So, and plus, at this point, you'll remember we were really far ahead on time. The times on Lichess are right up here. He's only got 12 seconds left, where I've got more than 50 seconds. So, and then they're saying, okay, do that, and they don't even know about that. I mean, Lichess, if you look at their analysis, they're not talking about how much time there is, but that was just a good move to simplify because I'm going to win on time. And then I did that to basically, okay, they're saying he could have put me in check over here with the queen. I don't, let's just see what would happen if we did that. Well, they would want me to simplify. Suppose I wanted to keep the mate going strong. Huh, now I went down really low. But, I mean, we won on time because there's no sense analyzing this anymore because time is a big factor. And, I mean, at that point where we left off the main line here, when I took that knight and when he took there, you can see he's got less than a second to play. So against mine, 42 seconds. So, I threatened the mate, and he was probably pre-moving just to protect a little bit, trying to win the clock. And checkmate. Okay, well, I hope you liked that one, and that was an interesting game. Don't forget, if you want to learn to play, choose Steinitch. We'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.